ALEC has been, I think, a wonderful organization. Not only does it bring like-minded legislators together, but the private sector engagement and partnership in ALEC is really what I think makes it the organization that it is.
Oh, it's quite a partnership, let me tell you. That was John Boehner singing the praises of the American Legislative Exchange Council, otherwise known as ALEC. It's a group designed to promote business-friendly legislation for its corporate members. And it's responsible for some of the most outrageous, most anti-union, anti-immigration, anti-democratic, and pro-gun measures in this country that are on the books today. We can thank ALEC for bringing Stand Your Ground to Florida and other states. And we can thank ALEC for introducing voter suppression laws all over the country. But now two of the most recognized brands in America, Coke and Pepsi, have had enough. Both companies have officially cut ties with ALEC. Many of you might be thinking, I didn't even know they were associated with them. Pepsi quietly withdrew from the group in January. Coke announced it was leaving ALEC yesterday, just hours after a civil rights group, Color of Change, launched an online petition calling on businesses to stop supporting ALEC's right-wing agenda. Here's what a Coke spokeswoman had to say.
The Coca-Cola Company has elected to discontinue its membership with ALEC. We have a long-standing policy of not taking positions on issues that don't have a direct bearing on our company or on our industry.
Color of Change says Coke and Pepsi's withdrawal from ALEC speaks to the power of the people.
The clear and simple message was that you can't come for black folks' money by day and try to take away our vote by night.
I'm joined tonight by Van Jones, president of Rebuild America, Rebuild the Dream, author of the new book, Rebuild the Dream. Yes. Congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
It's doing well early on, isn't it?
It sure is. It's turning up.
This is a real sea change moment.
Big deal.
You know, you got two of the biggest brands in American history in advertising and the imprint of the minds of people of brand products saying, no, we're backing away from ALEC. How big is it?
This is a very, very big deal. First of all, most people had never heard of ALEC. Color of Change has done an extraordinary job of exposing their agenda. This is the Death Star. This is a pay-to-play organization. They have pulled together. You heard Boehner. Oh, it's a partnership between the legislative branch and the corporate. Buddy, 2% of their money is coming from the legislators paying dues. 98% is corporate cash, pay to play, to get your laws passed at the state level you can't get done at the federal level. 3,000 state legislators have been participating, 12 governors and 100 congresspeople. They meet once a year. They brag. It's the biggest gathering of conservatives. Dick Cheney comes to speak, and they have passed now model legislation, 150 bills. What are these bills? They are the worst ideas going. Voter disenfranchisement coming from ALEC. Anti-immigrant, that Arizona anti-immigrant. ALEC, Stand Your Ground, Kill at Will laws. ALEC, the same organization. So this Color of Change group has now driven a wedge between mainstream corporate products who had no idea, some of them, what they were funding. They thought they were just buying normal legislation.
You mean to tell me some of these organizations are funding ALEC and they don't even know what they're doing?
They had no idea, I believe, that how radical this agenda was.
And so now this page has been opened up to this book. Do you think that there'll be more?
I believe that you're going to see a stampede of mainstream corporate groups saying, holy crap, we've been writing these $25,000 checks to this group and we had no idea. Listen, Trayvon, that child died. The police said we can't put the killer in jail because of this Stand Your Ground, Kill at Will law. It came from ALEC. Trayvon's not safe walking to the store. His mom's not safe walking to the voting booth because of the voter disenfranchisement laws. And an undocumented worker or a Latino isn't safe walking to work because of the same organization. And mainstream corporations associated with this organization, I think, are in grave danger of having their brands tarnished.
How strong is the social social media going to be in this change? How much pressure can they put on them?
This is going to be huge. What you're going to see now, listen, you got a perfect storm building. You have all the passion around Trayvon, and what a horrible injustice that was. And it turns out you can draw a direct line back to the Koch brothers. You can draw a direct line back to mainstream corporations. And what's holding together is a group named ALEC.
Well,
and nobody even heard of this group before, and yet they are driving some of the worst policies in America.
Now, Walmart is standing by ALEC.
This is a bad move.
Well, they're the #1 gun sales place in America, and also for ammunition.
Sure.
What does that tell you?
Well, I think Walmart will have to reconsider. First of all, this stand your ground, kill at will law is getting more and more attention, more and more outrage. NRA wrote it, but ALEC funneled the corporate cash to spread it to 20 states. You got 20 states with every child just as endangered as Trayvon because of ALEC. I don't see how a Walmart or any reputable company can stand with ALEC.
The bottom line here is that ALEC is the corporate hammer.
Yes.
Legislatively. This isn't happening because there's marches in the street, that people want laws put on the books because of safety or advocacy or equal rights or anything like that. This isn't coming from the people. This is all coming from corporations that want the books written the way they want them written, and ALEC is just the vehicle to get it done. And now you think that sponsors, this is the tip of the iceberg, that they're waking up to it, their advocacy and what they're doing.
I think Color of Change is going to stay on this, keep exposing it. When you said the hammer, this is Tom DeLay type politics, pay-to-play politics, now taken to a much higher level of money, but under the radar screen going after our state and local governments. And this has been going on. Now it's exposed. This group was founded in 1973 by Paul Ryrich, one of the worst of the conservatives. But this thing has now grown, metastasized. Every single issue now points back to ALEC. The corporations that are funding ALEC they are sitting on a train track now, and I believe the social movement's going to make it impossible for corporations to continue to fund these crazy laws.
So you think the funding will be cut off?
Got it.
So is the next step to have Color of Change keep the pressure on?
Well, I mean, I love Color of Change. I don't run that organization.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I don't know how.
But models like that.
I think Color of Change is going to keep leading the charge. I don't know how any corporation, once you lay out all of the laws that this group is pushing, wants to be associated with that. Most of these groups thought they were writing a little check so that they could get their pro-business stuff done. This is not pro-business. This is anti-American.
Van Jones, great to have you with us. We will follow the story. Thanks so much. Coming up, explosive audio of an NFL coach offering money to his players in exchange for injuring opponents. Stay with us. That's next.